Hello, I hope y'all are doing well. It's March 13th, and today I'm back. So I'm going to be talking about really two things. I'm going to be talking about a pretty significant winter storm that's going to be impacting areas in the Northeast starting today and really going on until Wednesday. Then I'm going to be talking about a severe weather event later this week, in particular Thursday. I hope y'all are all doing very good. It's Monday. Now let's go and get started. So currently we're looking at the Binghamton, New York radar. We're looking at some snow falling kind of up near Syracuse, down into Binghamton, maybe even over in this area too. And then in the Albany area, we do have some mixed precip with some snow outside of Albany, probably likely not in Albany, uh, and even down into like northern New Jersey, southeastern New York. We do have some rain, maybe mixing with some snow further north, but that's kind of uncertain at this point. Maybe some light snow mixing in some of these places, but it's really going to start to get active as we go into this evening, really later this afternoon into this evening. So this is noon. This is 1 p.m. right here. So we're starting to see some snowfall starting to occur in heavier amounts, kind of here near Monticello, New York, areas of northeastern PA, starting to mix in northern uh, New Jersey as well. Current temperatures at this time are kind of right around freezing. We can see 30, like 39 in some, like the high or in the lower elevations, but then as you get into the higher elevations where we're starting to see that snow mixing, we have temperatures just above freezing. So I don't think we're gonna see much accumulation like during today, and like especially during daylight, just because of the sun angle and stuff. With these higher temperatures, these temperatures above freezing, it's gonna be hard to see that. Uh, and then I mean, look at the Hudson River. Look at this temperatures in the 40s, stretching up almost to Albany. Uh, this whole system is going to be very elevation based, as we can see. So by 4 p.m. today, we're starting to look at kind of a much larger scale breakout of precip across New York and northern PA. We're starting to see kind of a wintry mess in many areas with rain switching over to snow. Uh, Same thing in Vermont and New Hampshire, all the way down to even northern Connecticut. Uh, and then as you're going through tonight, okay, so 8 p.m., we're starting to see that snow line inch southeast just because of cooler air, dynamic cooling with the precip. That's going to be leading to that. We can see some heavier snow rates even in pockets like in western Massachusetts and northwestern Connecticut. Uh, but look at still, you can clearly see where we have that low area of lower elevation near the Hudson River. And then as we go throughout tonight, okay, so this is now 11 p.m., we're starting to see that snow really get going across these areas here. Although some stuff has changed since last night. Okay, so it's looking like this whole system is just going to be a little bit warmer than it once was looking, especially so it's going to really impact areas further southeast because we see midnight right here. Yes, it would be Mississippi midnight. We're starting to see that sleet line, kind of, or actually yeah, that sleet line kind of inch further north. Then we just see sleet pretty much in areas in southeastern New York that were supposed to get really hammered with snowfall. Northern New Jersey, northern Connecticut, we see a lot of sleet. But so we're still going to be seeing snow in these areas, but just the sleet could be an issue because I mean, with warmer temperatures even overnight tonight, those temperatures are just right around freezing. So could just be looking at like an accumulating sleet scenario. Or I mean, the chance is still there that we do see it as mainly. We see this event as mainly snow. But then tomorrow we get another surge of moisture on the backside of this, and that does bring more snow into those areas. Like this area here, really dumps snow in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is going to get hammered from this. But then we can see tomorrow afternoon as those temperatures warm up, we can see we switch over to rain in areas of southeastern New York, northern New Jersey. Very interesting side of it. Like all of Long Island is rain, but then cut right in the backside and there's snow. Like even south of Long Island, there's snow. It's very, very weird to see. Temperatures, we can see, I mean, accumulations aren't going to be significant just because these temperatures are just too warm. But a lot of areas tomorrow afternoon are going to be at about freezing or above freezing. So we will see melting during the day tomorrow for sure. This is going to be some messy winter storm. A lot of heavy, wet snow. We're going to be seeing power outages, especially probably across these areas here. So yeah, and then this whole thing pretty much kind of dies out Tuesday evening with just snow. Some lighter snow as you go further into the northeast, but then along the coast, some heavier snow showers. So total snowfall off the 12ZH is pretty interesting. So our most snowfalls in areas of New York, Massachusetts, southern Vermont, and southern New Hampshire. But then we see a widespread areas of around 8 inches to maybe like 10 inches. But then this area here, like this area down here is really the area that's just completely changed. I did not want to do that. Come on, there we go. Like this area here, now New York City is looking at pretty much potentially getting no snow. The NAM 3, if I remember, is similar to the HRRR, although Long Island does actually see some snow from this. A good bit of snow too, so Long Island's uncertain. But look at that, like areas of that, like areas in Orange County, New York, like to literally get less than 2 inches of snow on the NAM, so very elevation based. Either way, even in the higher elevations, you're only going to be looking at like 8. It's like maybe 10 inches of snow. And if it continues trending warmer, that's going to go down. But then further north across these areas here, we still got very elevation-based snowfall. But if you're in those higher elevations, we could be looking at like, wouldn't be surprised if we see areas of about 20 inches of snow from this. So, yeah, now go back to the HRRR here. The new okay, so this is the 15Z HRRR. Okay, it only goes out to 02Z tonight, but what we can see is things like model change in temperature. So a little tick warmer, but nothing really significant at all. And then like total snowfall accumulations already at this time. So as far as the 15Z goes, it goes out to 02Z. So we go back to the 14Z. At this time, it had. So yeah, we definitely had a little bit less, but it's a very short time frame there. It could just be slight differences. But we'll already be seeing some snowfall across areas as we go into like 9-10 p.m. tonight. We'll already have some accumulating snow. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be looking at with this system. Also, wind could be a little bit of a factor. We'll talk about that real quick. So we're looking at wind gusts right here. Definitely going to be seeing a very windy event from areas of PA, New York, over into kind of Massachusetts and Connecticut. The most wind is likely going to be in kind of this area here, in my opinion. But we take a look at like our wind gust swaths, and yeah, we can see our worst winds right there, where we see those heavier bands. I mean, we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of power outages with this. Wind gusts up into like the 45 mile per hour range, in some places maybe even getting near 50. So yeah, with that heavy wet snow, we're going to be seeing power outages, which is not good. All right, now over to the severe weather side of things. So Thursday, we have a 15% risk from the Storm Prediction Center from areas of Oklahoma down to the northeastern Texas, northwestern Louisiana, southwestern Arkansas. So that's going to be caused by this storm system right here. Okay, so this is Thursday afternoon. We're looking at a low situated kind of in it's like southern Kansas. Even have a winter weather event in the backside of this, all the way down to the Oklahoma Panhandle. And so as that low moves east, we can see we have a very clear setup for severe weather. 500 millibar winds. Yeah, we can see that punch right here. So yeah, generally Thursday actually looks pretty good in my opinion so far. Now I want to zoom in on the area we're going to be looking or watching for severe weather. Pull up 2 points, okay? Take a look at some basic factors that will influence our severe weather. So dews in the 60s all the way up into northern Oklahoma. Moisture is not an issue. I just want to take a couple of soundings. So, and also I do plan to get Pivotal Weather Plus again pretty soon. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. So yeah, this sounding, generally not bad. This would be like, in my opinion, this would be a slight risk sounding. Maybe even a marginal risk. This would probably, I'd say the main threat with this would be tornado threat. Be the tornado threat. You wouldn't really see much other than that. Further south, yeah, also kind of the same thing. Generally Thursday I don't think we're going to be seeing like a severe weather outbreak or anything, but I think we're gonna be seeing maybe a couple of like we have a decent environment for a couple of supercells ahead, kind of like before that front really pushes in, and then but I think this front is just gonna kill like any. I think we're gonna mainly be seeing a lineup for that. That front is just slams into that, like really just destroys any moisture we had left, and just pushes it out immediately. So I kind of think after that front moves through, we're gonna see. I'm kind of curious what the European has with this. See a very very similar situation actually. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I definitely say we could be looking at like a nice slight risk by day one. It's kind of hard to tell with this event though. This event doesn't look to be like a big magnitude event, but it looks interesting for like tornado potential and stuff, for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for y'all today. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll be back probably tomorrow. But yes, goodbye.